For more insights, let's talk to Pruangkarn, the Chief of Staff at the Pacific Asia Travel Association. Paul, great to have you on the show. So the ITB has been holding its fair in Shanghai for 3 years now. What trends and changes have you observed?
So just in the industry itself, we've seen a big shift in terms of priorities for a lot of destinations in the region. It's a big shift in focusing on sustainability, of course, and technology and innovation, right? So those are the big things that are happening in the industry. In terms of travel behavior, we've seen travel behavior change. More people are more socially conscious in making travel decisions. Safety and health are top priorities for many travelers in Asia, in China as well. So those are some big shifts we're seeing at a destination level and as a traveler, not as from the consumer level as well.
Well, Paul, according to our correspondent just now, this year's Expo sees participation from more than 600 exhibitors and over 1,000 selected buyers, so reaching pre-pandemic levels. So what factors have contributed to this strong return?
Well, I think, last year we were talking about recovery from the pandemic, and this year I think travel is back. Destinations around the region are reaching close to pre-pandemic levels, so it's a strong competition across the board. So that's why events such as ITB China and Shanghai are doing really well, because people really want to get a piece of the Chinese market. It was, before the pandemic, it was one of the largest outbound markets. So destinations do want to make sure that they have a robust recovery, and Chinese travelers are part of that robust recovery for that destination.
And so as we see, consumers are coming back, and what are the trends in consumer behaviors, and are we rolling out any policies to keep up with the change?
Well, I think as I said before, health and safety are some of the biggest priorities for any travelers, particularly Chinese travelers. So you're seeing emphasis from destinations to focus on that and making sure that travelers, especially from China, are having a safe and safe sort of travel and seamless travel experience. But I think travelers also be more socially conscious in what they're choosing in terms of what they want to do, looking for more unique destinations or unique experiences, not the typical bucket list sort of experiences you had in the past. So something that's more, that has a more experiential, more focused on culture and heritage. We're seeing that a lot in the region, particularly from China and, of course, from Southeast Asia and North Asia.
As you said, Paul, that the consumers are always looking for something new. So there are some newcomers as we see to this event this year. Are there any new or particularly notable participants this year?
Well, we have some destinations in Central Asia, so like East Kazakhstan, Georgia. Then from Southeast Asia, you have some of the provinces like Sarawak in Malaysia. Talking about Central Asia, you have Uzbekistan. Cuba is actually a very interesting newcomer to the exhibition floor. And of course, you're seeing someplace like Buenos Aires and even Hawaii taking place for the first time as a newcomer this year at ITB China. So it's really interesting to see these new destinations, taking part in the exhibition. It's great. It's great. It seems to see that everyone's really, wants to have travelers back from China, and so it's a welcoming for them and welcome them back to their destination.
And there is a lot to look forward to. That is Paul Pruangkarn, Chief of Staff at the Pacific Asia Travel Association. Thank you very much for insight.